Stay alert. Indestructible.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
My turn.
Don't worry about it.
You can't run!
I'm on guard.
Fighting is meaningless. No interest in conflict.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Here! Let me tend your wounds. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! Need a doctor? You can't run! Try that again!
Lance at the ready.
Told ya I could fight.
The truth of life and death, revealed in the sanctuary, is but a vision.
Let me tend your wounds. You can't run!
The stellar eye changes everything.
Try that again!
You will not take away our hope.
Need a doctor?
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Let me tend your wounds.
I'm on guard.
Watch this awesome move! You're annoying! Here! Need a doctor? Time to sequester your prescription! Thanks a lot!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision.
You don't look so good.
Lance at the ready.
My turn. Let me Watch this awesome move! You the doctor?
Ready to be crushed?
Try that again!
Time for the old world to collapse.
The bully! Stop running into me!
No interest in conflict.
Try that again!
The only redemption. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Let me tend your wounds! Time to show what's in your prescription!
I'm on guard.
My turn! Here!
The power of the Stellaron is with me. You are but cinders of the old world, soon to become ashes. Translates into hope.
Try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! You the doctor?
Fighting is meaningless. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Go with the past.
Fighting is meaningless.
Power translates into hope.
Try that again!
Lance at the ready. It's time. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Let me tend your wounds!
Don't worry about me.
Time to show you what's in your prescription! Thanks a lot!
No interest in conflict.
We made a choice, go fight against your
You! Can't run!
The only redemption. I'm on guard.
Tough luck running into me! Here!
Power translates into hope.
Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision.
Lance at the ready.
You can't run!
choice, go fight against
You!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
No interest in conflict.
Power translates into hope.
The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision.
Deceived me.
choice, go fight
past is the future. It will become everything!
Mother, stop!
It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream? Wow, that was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it!
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! Good
Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. It will
Thank you. Thank you. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this. Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No.
Zila,
I don't know how to in the underworld. We tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't
Mother died to preserve Belobog. What? The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. Sorry. I'll be sure to make it up to you. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seal. Please, protect this secret with me.
Say no more.
Thank you. Now then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Zila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon—
Of course. Leave it to—
While you do that, I'll head back to the—
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? I'm— she's exhausted. Quick!
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but let's settle then. I'll leave now to you.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can You drew the Amber Lord's gaze?
She probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. Let's focus on the business at hand.
You're right.
Did you see that, Clara? I don't think that's a monster. Mister, don't worry about the name. The important, and it just so happens to be the mole's next target.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over.
Looks like it.
Guards, formation!
Whoa.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya...
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Jarilo VI, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Ren, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Bronya, we're back! March, Don Hung, and you. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother, she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. So what would have happened if you hadn't shown up?
That was some speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Jarilo VI will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be equally unforgettable, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go for one more round in the administrative district. Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, here we are, Everwinter Monument. Oh, Pela and Hook are here too. Let's make... Whoa, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomerald crystal.
Geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale.
A photo? What's...
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission... Wait, that's a nice picture.
Wow, photos are awesome. You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next?
Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three. Oh, come on.
How have you been, big sister? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my
Photo. Oh,
Over here, Claire. Pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
huh?
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it.
Huh? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big sister, March, Danhung, thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svara.
Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel.
We can sleep when we're back.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luck. Come on. Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life?
Come around and have a look.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of man. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kasky will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into it? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Danhung.
Morning. How did you sleep? copycatitis still has no.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go.
Yeah.
Come around and have a look. Come around and have a look.
Here we are at last. Hey, I'm not.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Sela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. mission.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Get some rest on the Express. Jarilo VI was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we expect.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is. Soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the nameless, I presume. Oh. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest. Or
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
we need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation while you were away, Weld and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our...
The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like the universe is vast beyond our imagination. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
You're most welcome.